Hi there, I'm Tania Kolar.
And I'm Peter Vonna.
And today's video is on clarity. We really want to stress the importance of getting clear, having a clear vision of what it is that you want. Because without a clear vision, I mean, you leave it open to untapped possibilities, but not a good direction. So you want to take control of that direction and bring about what it is that you want to create in your life, whether it's your goals, the desires that you have. You really want to get that crisp, clear vision.
And very important is, of course, having clarity that saves a lot of energy, saves a lot of time, saves a lot of whatever, because otherwise you if you don't have this focus on this clarity, that's really a waste of time, and you are not that productive as you maybe want to be.
Yeah, totally. It's reminding me of like a hamster spinning on a hamster wheel, round and round and round and round, moving, but without actually, having, that end point, that destination. So what it is, that you want is so key. So I think it's important to ask yourself empowering questions. By asking empowering questions, you really can start to define what it is that you want. I think because one of the biggest problems that so many people have and that they're struggling with is that they have no idea what it is that they want to have and to create. So it's impossible to have that clarity unless you actually start to really, whittle it down and figure out what it is that you truly want, what it is that's going to make you happy and light your soul on fire. I think that is the beauty of having that clarity come to life, is just getting clear and asking the right questions.
And allow yourself that you can make decisions for yourself. We have 7.8 billion human beings on Earth, and no one has to be the same like the others. You are unique. You can choose whatever you want. You can follow what your heart is telling you. So just and use that wise advice and just create your own life with your values, and also with this clarity to achieve and attract every goal you really want to have.
Yes, attracting those goals, our desires, our dreams. And so we can start by, again, asking the right questions, sitting down, even starting to meditate and allowing things to drop in. Because we have a bit of a shield sometimes in life, because we get stuck in having to, keep up with the finances, paying the bills. We get stuck in a routine. We forget what our true desires are. And so now we don't have clarity because we're stuck. We're like that hamster spinning on a wheel, right, in our daily lives. And we need to get off that hamster wheel, and start saying, all right, where is it that I want to go? What direction? What's my focus going to be? What is going to bring me happiness? And yes, I mean, there's still the day-to-day. We have to live our day-to-day lives. I'm not saying that, you're going to quit your job right away and abandon all of that. But what you can't abandon is your true desire and who you are. And we really suppress that, I think, by just living our days on a cycle. It's like somebody's pressed the record button and you're just doing the same things over and over and over and over again, right?
Of course, but just trust and allow yourself to slow down your life. Otherwise, as Tania said, you're running in the hamster wheel with no end. You're only exhausted, you have no energy, and you have no idea where your energy has gone. And so just allow yourself to slow down, just to relax, just start meditating. And I think that's a secret that we can share with the people. We are meditating every day, every single day, minimum 2 times, maybe 4 times. It depends. When I need some information, I meditate before. I'm asking this question before, and then I ask for an answer. And the answer will be given. That's for sure. Maybe shortly after meditation or already during meditation. I don't know how it is with you, Tania.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And it can be at any of those points where you do get that, that knowing, that clarity. It's like clarity is dropping in because you're stilling the mind and the chaos and all of that mind chatter, the incessant mind chatter that runs nonstop. And so when you can meditate in quiet and still the mind, you come to that center point of calm, that inner being. And that inner being is all about true, natural, inherent expression. It's that purity of your soul. And so you have absolutely all of the answers within you. And our mind is so busy that we don't hear, we don't see those answers to the questions that we're looking for, the guidance that we need. We have it. We all are able to tap into that purity and to let that guide us and have the clarity, to bring that clarity back. It's not something that you have to recreate. It's there. You just have to be able to tap into that, to get into that place of stillness, to actually embrace and to hear, and to, as you say, to let it in, and to really guide you from that point.
And also, if I'm meditating, I'm connected with my heart. In my heart is my inner voice. I have different voices in my head. They're chatting around, and they make me crazy. But
Yeah.
when I allow myself to listen to my heart, I'm connected with my inner self. I'm connected with the wisdom of the universe. So every answer is already there. I just have to trust myself, and I just have to allow myself to slow down my life and go in this silence, and I get this clarity, and I will be fulfilled, because fulfilling is the most wonderful thing we have and we can practice. And I think we have to talk another time about fulfillment. That's because
Oh
that's so
yeah.
amazing.
Hmm.
But now having this silence and having this inner voice, it's incredibly powerful. And I need less time, being more productive and being more focused, and the result is much, much bigger.
I love that. Absolutely. And it is very, key having the mind and the heart come into balance. And sometimes it's one or the other that dominates. And when you can really truly get that congruency between the heart and the mind, you'll see things start to become easier in life. And you're not met with that constant resistance. And that resistance leads to struggle, great struggle in our lives. And it's not easy. Things don't come easily. But life is able to come to you in a very natural flow of ease and flow that is, again, it's inherently there. And you have to find that clarity in order to be able to hear that, and in order to be able to get that heart and mind congruent. And when they're not congruent and operating together in that simultaneous way, that's called cognitive dissonance. And that really does create a lot of disconnection in not only between the heart and the mind, but it's reflective in our day-to-day lives. So there's always that disconnect. So you're striving for something, and even though you're almost maybe there, something happens and there's a disconnection, so you can't quite get it. There's a struggle, and that struggle is an internal struggle. And what we do, Peter, most of the time, right, is that we tend to blame external factors, external forces, for why we can't reach that level, really. But it's inside of ourselves. The answers that we have, that clarity, is within ourselves.
And also the connection, you talked already about it, the connection between brain and heart. That's, if we bring that in a wonderful coherence to each other. So we are releasing, by meditating, we are releasing the survival mode, because that's the stress mode. And when we are in the stress mode, we are not able to think clear. When we are in the relaxed mode, mind and heart works perfectly together, we are much, much more creative, and the neurons are building and building and growing like crazy, and bigger results in a shorter time. And what do you want to have else?
Yes. Oh, I love this. And so, the neurons in the brain, neurons that fire together wire together, right? So science has proven this. And so, again, very important to get clear on the vision that you want to create, because when you are focusing on that, focusing on what it is that you desire, you're now starting to create a network of neurons that work together and they can help to bring you what it is that you want. So very key to focus on what you want and not focus on the things that you don't want, because that is what's going to expand. And so when you're having the same thoughts every day, and they're negative, those are the neurons, the network of neurons that come together, and they're going to continue to keep that pattern going, right? So we really need to focus on having clarity of vision of what it is that you want.
That's right. I can't say it any better. And I think time is up, dear Tanya. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining in today. And let's talk about next time. This was the topic about clarity. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Always a pleasure. Thank you. See you guys next time.